And so then that brings us to the third week, where not all the matches have been played yet. We do still have Tyler and Chris playing each other.
Yeah.
However, with the tournament rules, we do have where once you have faced an opponent, you will not face that person again. And so because of the wins that did happen, all the 2-1s that Tyler could have faced have already played against him. So whether he wins and goes 3-0 or he loses and goes 2-1, there was only one option for who he was going to be able to fight. And so that's why we are able to have our standing for week 4 already out. But looking back on week 3, there was quite a few upsets, like just
definitely
out of the ballpark. We didn't have predictions for that week up because we were running behind, but the ones that were going around the coffee table, just out of the water. I mean, it's insane, some of the things that happen. Let's look at your battle with Jay first. Like, there was, wow, that was
intense.
I didn't know that. Jay is a very experienced player. He's
very experienced,
coming back from a hiatus.
Yes,
and
he had an extremely strong deck.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just like the way he builds decks is very smart. It's very to the books sort of thing.
Okay.
But what happened was, the first deck, I drew the perfect hand. Mm-hmm. I had the right amount of burn spells that I needed, and I had my big guys out right when I needed them.
Okay.
It was very quick. Drew the right amount of land. It was very nice. And he just, I just burned every creature that he tried to get out there. So it was a very good deck. The second round, he whooped me. I mean, it was just like no contest. I made some pretty mental errors on there. I could have played Destroy Artifact or Burn card, and I wasn't thinking because he's playing an Exalted deck, not thinking that his guys are that powerful at all times. Could have burned a couple of them, but just wasn't paying attention. So he won within, I would say, for 5 or 6 rounds.
Wow.
It was like really quick. Now, the third game was insane. It was like we were trading punches. He would hit me with a guy, I would hit him with a guy, I would get my big guy out there, and then he just bring out his Flying Death Touch. I have my Bellfire Dragon, and I want to swing in for attack. Can't do that, though. Right. Then he puts on, I can't remember what card it was, but I want to say it gave him where he could bring him back. No matter what, if I killed him, burned him, or whatever. So I'm waiting right there. I'm like, crap, what do I do? I draw my next card. It is Rachnos Charm, Destroy Artifact. And I have a burn in my hand as well. Play Rachnos Charm, destroy his artifact, and burn his Death Touch. And I still have my Bellfire Dragon, and he has his 5/5 flying. So we don't do anything that round. We hold off. We're like, he's trying to figure out what am I going to do now to take him out. Very, very close game. We're both pretty low health. Then I draw my enchantment. It gives me a 2/1. So he is not going to kill my guy no matter what. And I come in there. Even if he blocks my Bellfire Dragon, I still have a chance to kill this guy. So after I eliminated his 5/5 with flying, I just swung at his life points. And it was a close game because he could have ended me just the same way.
And you were mentioning your Bellfire Dragon. Later in the cast, we'll be looking at key creature cards that that the majority of the players have, and what to look for with playing their deck, and what to be worried about. And so, whenever we mention your deck, we'll be going over the Bellfire Dragon.
You refereed the Kyle Minyard.
Yes.
Let's hear about that, because that was a pretty interesting game.
It was very interesting. I believe Kyle is running a black combo deck. There's a lot of combinations where he's able to sacrifice a creature, get a certain effect, and then play a card to be able to get back on the field like it never even left.
Gotcha.
Minyard is, again, playing a lot of black control items where she's able to look at your hand, discard certain cards, play cards to be able to destroy your land, and she gets life. make you choose which creature you're going to give up, and she'll get life. She has a lot of lifelink abilities with her black deck as well.
So able to take strong attacks, but also heal herself. So
right.
It's very offensive and a strong defense.
Right. And so with both of them playing very slow styles, there was, I believe, Zach and I were playing our game at the same time. We went through 2 rounds in the time that it took them to do 1 round.
Wow.
And so with that first round, Kyle was able to pull off the win. And then they started their second game. And so in the second game, we had it to where Minyard was in the lead, but then the time ran out.
Gotcha.
And so with tournaments, with time running out, you have 5 rounds, starting with a person who hasn't played. So Kyle was finishing up his turn, and then the timer started. So it started with Minyard. She had a round. Then Tyler went. That was 2. Mm-hmm. Then Minyard... Kyle, not Tyler. Minyard, Kyle, Minyard. And so with the ending of Minyard, neither one of them were able to get each other to 0. However, Minyard did have a lead of health points. I think it was about 10 to 15 life points.
So pretty close.
Ahead of Kyle. And so they were, Minyard was able to make the win there. So then they were both 1-1. And they were given the option to either go 5 rounds and completely destroy the other player, or to just go ahead and go with a tie. Both of them having slow black decks, they decided to just go with a tie because neither one would be able to get the win. So now they are at 1 win, 1 loss, and 1 tie, which has them at 4 points, rather than one of them taking the 2-1 win, putting them at 6, and the other taking the 1-2 loss, putting them at 3.